But when you're showering and you're like, oh wow, I'm having like a good hair day, like I'm not seeing a lot, and then you go in your butt crack and all the hair is there. Like, so you're like, okay, I just played myself. Anyways, hi guys, it's Hannah. Welcome back to my channel, or hi if you're new. Today's video is going to be a follow-up / Q&A on TELOGEN EFFULVIUM and my story. Before I get into all the questions that I have written down from you guys, I just want to say thank you so much for watching and supporting that last video. I cannot believe how many views it has. To me, however many views it has, that's blowing up. I was not expecting more than like 30 views from my family or close friends, so thank you so much. I really appreciate all the kind comments on there. It's also crazy to see like how many of you guys are also going through hair loss. Like, this is not rare. It happens. TELOGEN EFFULVIUM has so many different triggers. It's normal. So I really like how we all came together in the comments and could chat about it. I have been trying my best to keep up with the comments. Also, a lot of you guys have found me on Instagram and just messaged me there. That's cool too, so keep doing that. If you have any questions about hair, TELOGEN EFFULVIUM, what I'm doing, yeah, hit me up there or just comment, I guess, under this new video. All right, so grab your coffee, a pen and paper, and start taking some notes. Let's go. Okay. Ooh, we're filming. Okay, just so everybody's on the same page, what is TELOGEN EFFULVIUM, or TE? TE is a temporary hair loss that happens after any stressor that happens to your body and your life. Stress itself can put you into TE. Getting on or getting off medication, having a baby, like literally anything that stresses your body out, you can get TELOGEN EFFULVIUM. Okay, next question. What was my trigger? I had two triggers, the same category. I got off of Accutane, and then about 3 to 4 weeks after, I got off of birth control. I was on Accutane for my cystic acne. It was awful. I have a video on that, so if you're considering going on that medication or you're going through it, go watch that. I go more into details on that journey. So how did I know it was TELOGEN EFFULVIUM and not any other type of hair loss like female pattern baldness or alopecia? Is that how you say it? Alopecia? Alopecia? I am not a doctor. I am literally nothing. I have no medical degree, so just take what I'm saying as my experience, and that's it. Anyways, how did I know it was TE? So when I first started shedding, I did what you are not supposed to do, but everybody does it, is I went to Google and I started looking up all of the symptoms, like what it could be. I ended up basically self-diagnosing myself with it, and then I went to a dermatologist and he confirmed it by doing the pull test, which literally it is what it says. Like, he pulled my hair gently. A few strands came out, and then he just like looked all over my scalp and didn't see any specific bald patches or any like inflammation on my scalp. And then it was overall thinning, not like thinning in one specific area. So that plus the timeline of me getting off of those two medications, it matched up. So that is how I knew it was TELOGEN EFFULVIUM. This is the big one that everybody asks, and I totally get it. So how long did I shed / what was my, I thought my husband was home. How long did I shed and what was the timeline of everything? So I got off of those medications like June, July 2019, August, September. So a couple months after that, I started shedding massively. So from August to September, I was shedding like nobody's business up until January. Yeah, January-ish of this year, so 2020. Another question that goes with that is, did my hair loss stop like overnight, or was it a slow, gradual decline? I would say the latter. Looking at the photos, and like just looking back, it felt like it stopped overnight, but I know it didn't. It was definitely slow. I just started noticing, like, especially in the showers, like not as much would come out. I do recommend like taking pictures of your progress just for your like own personal records, just to see how far you're coming along, or if it's getting worse, if it's getting better. But it definitely took some time. It wasn't like overnight. It slowly stopped shedding. Okay, so another question that came up a lot, and I get it, is when did I start seeing regrowth? If you watched the last video, you saw that I mentioned in January and like how to do the test, and I'll just repeat it here. So you part your hair, and then you pull up like any like little baby hairs gently, just to see like if anything is growing. And I did. So the hairs were tiny, y'all, like you could not see them. But listen, so last month in June, I straightened my hair. I don't do it often, whatever. I straightened my hair, and I was doing the back, and I saw hair like this long, and I was like, am I seeing this right? So I took a video, I'll put it in here, and I sent it to my sister. I was like, is this breakage or regrowth? I'm gonna keep it positive and say that it's regrowth. I started feeling like around my scalp and my hair, and like go like that, put it into like a little ponytail, and it felt thicker. So guys, like my hair is growing back. If you're going through telogen effluvium, like your hair will grow back. It just be patient. It takes time. It's July, the end of July. And within the last 4 weeks, I've started to notice some volume and thickness coming back. So originally started seeing the regrowth in January, and really starting to see regrowth June, July. Next question I got a lot, and I think I got it because when you're like Googling TE, it's one of the things that come up, like what does the hair look like when it was shedding. My hair, while it was shedding, it was the longest pieces of my hair. I had short hairs falling out. Some of them had the little white bulbs at the end, some of them didn't. So I don't know, I had a mixture of hair falling out. I wouldn't pay attention to that too much. Y'all, look how big my ears are. I really want to get my cartilage pierced, but I mean, my ears stick out so much. I don't want to accentuate them, but my hair and my face was getting a little annoying, so that's why it's behind my ear. Anyways, how did I deal with the mental and emotional trauma? I didn't. It was hard. It was really hard. Don't be too hard on yourself. Like, it is traumatic. If you tell other people, they'll be like, it's just hair. Like, it's fine. But I understand it really does feel like the world is ending. I tried not to think about it. I did not look at my hair when it was wet. Again, you don't want to be no bald-headed scallywag, so don't look at your head when it's wet. It's gonna look so much worse. The only time I really did look at it was if I was trying to like taking the progress pics. Another way to avoid putting too much stress on yourself is just to avoid counting strands of hair. I probably did that just a handful of times just to see where I was at. If you look online, I think it's like 50 to 100 strands of your hair a day fall out just like regularly. And I remember counting, and it was like over 200 strands of hair just from a shower. So I was like, after that, I'm not doing that. Like that, obviously something is wrong. I'm not gonna make myself feel worse by counting strands. So I definitely suggest against that. Going back to the showers, which I know are traumatizing, y'all. Like, I get it. The showers are the worst. I hated feeling, and I mentioned this in the last video, I hated feeling strands of hair in my hands. So go out and buy you one of those silicone scrubbers that I mentioned before. They make my scalp feel cleaner, and I still use it because, again, it makes it feel cleaner, and then I don't have to touch my hair. I hate that. Like, that's the worst. I don't know, I might cut this out, but you know when you're like showering, my ladies probably like relate to this more, but when you're showering and you're like, oh wow, I'm having like a good hair day, like I'm not seeing a lot, and then you go in your butt crack and all the hair is there. Like, so you're like, okay, I just played myself. Anyways, last couple things that I should mention for the emotional and mental aspect of this is to talk to people who have gone through it or are going through it currently. Based off of the responses on the last video and like how many views that got, I don't think it's being talked about enough. So feel free to comment in the videos, make friends, reach out to me. Y'all, I don't be doing nothing. Like I don't, especially during quarantine, I don't do anything. I'll respond to you. Just give me like literally like a few hours. Talk to somebody who's going through it and can give you advice or help give you some peace of mind. Another thing you could do is join Facebook groups, which are kind of iffy because if you get into a Facebook group, and I did that, a lot of the posts can be really depressing. Like, it's just people posting like the amount of hair that they're shedding, and I get it, like I totally understand. But if you do join a Facebook group, I would probably go in there, like search up the questions that you want to find the answers to, maybe post your own pictures, but unfollow it. So when you're like scrolling, you don't have to see that all the time. Next, who's next? Did I consider wearing wigs or toppers? So the last video, I think you guys saw 2 wigs. I bought 2 wigs from Amazon just because I was spiraling. I was like, everyone's gonna see me bald. Like I can't go out into public. I have all these bald spots. I didn't have any bald spots. I was just, you know, exaggerating, which is understandable. So I bought 2 wigs. I never wore them out in public because I am very shy. I didn't want anybody like asking me any questions about it or like literally commenting on my head at all. Just don't comment on people's hair or wigs, weave, whatever. Just don't comment on it. So no, I didn't wear them in public. I'm the only one who really noticed because you know your own head, like you know what your hair is supposed to look like, is supposed to feel like. So when that changes, like you are really hard on yourself, and most people probably don't even notice. My husband, I'm sure noticed because I was literally always bringing it up to him and making him look at my hair. So if you don't mention it, people won't notice, most likely. Did I get any haircuts, trimmed, or do any chops during the shedding? I did not. My last trim was in March and it was just that. I said, don't give me any layers. I need just across the board, straight line, just trim off the dead pieces at the end. During shedding, I definitely was not really even considering that because I just figured like it would be way harder to style if my hair was short plus thin. So for me personally, that was a no-go. Some people do cut their hair or they'll do like a pixie cut, which I'm sure does look fuller. It took me so, like, this is long to me. It took me a really long time to like try and grow my hair out because I have a history of like being manic and just cutting my own hair like in the middle of the night. So it took me a while to get to this. I was not about to cut it off because of TE. However, now that I am done shedding and I was noticing more like volume, and I think you can probably tell like the top of my hair, to me, obviously to me.
To you, it is disrespectful to you.
Because, you know, we be paying attention to ourselves way too much. Looks pretty full. And then I have like kind of like witch hair, stringy witch hair. So I was noticing that a lot more. And I was like, I'm just gonna cut it. Yeah, I gave myself layers, like a V cut. It looks... my dog's coming over because she thinks she's going out. Let me see if you guys can see it from behind. So it's supposed to look like a V. Can y'all see that? Flip my page. We're on the back side now. We're about halfway through these questions. While you're watching this, feel free to put any more questions that I haven't discussed down below. I will for sure answer you there. Also subscribe. That's so awkward. I hate that. Never mind. Forget I said that. If you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. Back to it. So during the shedding, I had a pretty basic hair care routine. One, because after going to the doctor and him telling me that no special shampoo or magic pill is gonna make my hair grow back, I just kind of chilled out. And then 2, I hated touching my hair. I hated it. So I'm not gonna be putting like extra stuff in there. Also, you want to make sure you're not putting like too much product in your hair, at least around your scalp, because you need to keep your scalp clean and free of buildup so the new hair can actually grow in. Anyways, the shampoo that I used was Nioxin. They have a few different sets, like one for colored hair, like regular, or something else, but I just used the regular. My review on it, subpar. I did not notice my hair growing back quicker or strengthening it at all. If anything, it made it super dry, like really dry. So personally, I don't recommend it. You just need to get you something simple. Okay, going along with any special products during the shedding phase and TE, did I take any supplements? I did not. I didn't even take a multivitamin. Like, I'm not proud of that. So that's the only thing my dermatologist recommended. Get a multivitamin and have a decent diet. No, I didn't take any supplements during. However, now, for whatever reason, I decided I want to start being consistent with my collagen. So I have 2 different types of collagen. I have a powdered one that I mix with my coffee usually. I hate the way it tastes. I hate it. So it does make it really hard to take consistently. So I got a liquid one that tastes like the communion juice you get at church, and that one's so much easier. Supposedly it's better for absorption. Let me just show you guys. So all right, so this is the one that I mix with coffee. It's from Amazon. It's less than $20. It's good, and I know this works because I used to take it consistently when my skin was bad, and it makes my skin feel supple. The verdict is still out on this one, which so far I really like, because it's easier to take consistently, because you can actually just get a tablespoon and take it right there. Like, you don't have to mix it in with anything. I guess I can update you guys on this one if you care. Let me know. Right, so a few people asked me about hairstyles that I did when the shedding was at its worst and my scalp was most visible. The main hairstyle that I did was just get a little baby claw clip, and I'll show you that. Oh my gosh, I'm just, like, my nails, that is what anxiety looks like. I'm just trying to pick it all off, and it's a gel. Anyways, I'll show you the claw clip when I go into the bathroom eventually to show you my other products. But I would just take it and pull it back, do a comb over, and then it covered the worst part of my head, which was like the crown. Otherwise, I would just put it up in a ponytail loosely, or like a low bun, something like that. Just anything that like doesn't pull at my hair too much, or something like not right on top of my head. In reference to, babe, I can't talk. You're here and you're making me nervous.
Really?
Yeah.
Do it.
So I've gotten a few questions about the rice water and if it actually works. I did post a video on that a few months ago, so check that out if you want to see some results and how to make fermented rice water. I would say yes, for me that did work. It's a protein treatment. I was doing it weekly. I've reduced it down to monthly. And I think I forgot to mention this in the last video, but it can dry your hair out, so you have to follow it up with a good leave-in conditioner. It was drying mine out. That's why I reduced it down to just once a month. Maybe you try it out for yourself and let me know how it goes. Guys, I came in here to show you like the products that I use, but I just love my little lounge outfit, like my little whatever animal print that is, biker shorts, and The Office. Wow. Okay, fun fact, The Office is the best show ever created, so like this video if you agree. Okay, I'm in my little bathroom and I have all my products that I'm using laid out. I just wanted to tell you guys what I'm currently using after TE, trying to recover. Right now I'm using Head and Shoulders just because my scalp was a little bit itchy. And then I use a basic conditioner. I know this is Curly Girl approved. It's cheap and it works. For the styling products, I really like trying new things. I'm out of this one, Blueberry Bliss. I know it works, but I just wanted to try something different. I put this in yesterday. So this is for type 2 curl pattern. It's a mousse. I think I put too much in. I haven't used mousse in so long, so I got, you know, like the little ramen noodle crunchy feeling. This morning I tried this, and I would actually probably recommend this for you if you are going through TE right now, because the texture that I got from it, I don't know, it's making my hair feel thicker. Like it has more texture to it, so it's gonna look and feel thicker. So this is Not Your Mother's Beach Babe Sea Salt Spray. And it smells good. It smells like the beach. It wasn't that expensive, and it comes in like a little trial sample. If you're doing the rice water, again, you need to follow it up with a some type of leave-in conditioner or treatment. And I just got the trial one. I love trying new stuff. So this is the Shea Moisture honey and yogurt protein power treatment. It was like $3 from Ulta. So those are the products that I'm using right now. It's still really nothing special. I try to avoid heat, but I have straightened my hair like a couple of times just because. And oh, I dyed my hair. I box dyed my hair around my birthday in April. I was bored. You know how that goes. Oh, and the last thing that I'm using is castor oil. I literally just got this a few days ago. I would not recommend doing any oil treatments, especially something so heavy like castor oil, when you're shedding, because I just feel like it pulls my hair a little bit. So try it after you're done shedding to help with the hair growth. While I'm in the bathroom, I'm just going to show you just a couple little extras that I recommend during TE. So get some satin scrunchies. These are from Ulta. I'm sure you can find them anywhere. They do not pull out my hair. This is the claw clip that I was talking about. So just, oh, whoa, I kind of did that. Just pull it back like that, and that's your hairstyle for the day. Make sure you're using a wide tooth comb only. And if you have tangly hair, get a detangler. There was something else. Oh, Invisibobbles are another good option for a hair tie versus anything rubber. These don't leave any marks in your hair, and they don't pull either. You just roll them out. And here's the scalp scrubber that I was talking about earlier in the video and in the last video. If you don't get any of this stuff, get this. You need this. You do not have to touch your head. You do like that in the shower, so you don't have to feel all the hair. Why do my voices shake? Trauma. You don't have to feel all the hair coming out in the shower, and it gets your scalp clean. To end this video, I'm going to just briefly talk about the current state of my hair. Overall, it's pretty healthy. Like I mentioned, I have regrowth. I don't think I mentioned earlier, but my scalp was in pain a little bit during TE. Now it's fine. There's nothing abnormal. Sometimes I shed more around my period. I notice that's when I lose the most hair, but in general, I think it's normal. If I do pull my hair and like a few strands come out, I am tempted to like revert to like there's a hair, and this one has a little bulb. I don't know what that means. And it's short, so this might be regrowth, it might be breakage, but it's okay, because I know I'm out of TE and I'm just doing my best to take care of my hair and myself, and that's all I can ask for. Thank you so much for watching this whole video. Hopefully it wasn't too long. Leave any questions that you still have below. I'll answer them there, or you can message me on Instagram. Either way, I'll respond. Have a great day. Bye.